It's the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. Andy O'Reilly, Dave Cackley. It's a Friday, and we are rolling into some news here, folks. This is the information that you are going to need to get you through the day, get you through the weekend. We'll tide you over till Monday when we'll be back with fresh, new, informative news that will, again, brighten your day, enlighten your life, and really make the world a better place. That's what we do.
Yeah, you don't even need to watch the news over the weekend because I'll tell you everything that happens, everything that you're going to need to know.
We'll sum it all up in a nice little package. It'll be about this big.
Yes.
And from there, you'll go about water cooler talk. You got that covered. Should you find yourself in a debate? Boom. Just repeat what we say, and you're on the money.
You're all set.
That's all it takes.
And honestly, with the 24-hour news cycle we have, you really only need about 10 minutes of news.
Yeah.
5 days a week. That's really all you need. We give you what you need to know. We don't give you all the superfluous, ridiculous, nonsensical. We don't give you that.
Nonsensical. Or as Al Michaels would have said at one point, farcical.
Farcical, yes.
Remember that?
That was a totally farcical call, Peter.
Totally farcical. Let's make up words. Thank you, Al Michaels. Way to go.
I love Al.
Al Michaels.
Still doing it at 72. I think he's 72. And
Is he still working? I didn't know he was still alive.
Doing he does Sunday Night Football on NBC.
Does he?
The most watched,
Dude,
the most watched game of the week.
I don't watch football, okay? I hate football. I never liked it as a kid. I don't like it as an adult. It bores me to tears. It sucks. It's not fun to watch.
Didn't you play it as a kid?
Huh?
Didn't you play it as a kid?
I played for I played as a freshman at West Catholic. I cracked 2 vertebrae in my neck doing a drill down the sandhill. I got a job as a bouncer, and guess what? I realized that being a bouncer was 10 times better than being a football player.
Okay, well,
because
A, you might want to tone that rhetoric down.
Confiscate beer, and B, you could beat people up, and it was great.
I want to tone down that. All I was saying was that Al Michaels is still doing the job at a very high level.
Good for Al. I'm proud of him, and football sucks. Thank you.
Dude, wow.
I don't watch it. I have
you realize that
you're watching it.
Why do you hate America?
Huh?
If you hate football, you hate America. Why do you hate America?
I love America.
Come on, you got to be able to respond to these questions as a candidate. Why do you hate America, Andy?
I don't hate America. I love America. America's the land of opportunity.
You just said you hated football.
And it's my freedom to choose whether or not I like football. I happen to not like football.
That's the great American sport.
No,
that's
it's not. Baseball is actually the great American sport. Football is well, I would say tantamount of the gladiator years.
Baseball is America's pastime.
No, baseball.
Football is America's passion.
No, it's not.
Football is America's passion.
No, it's not.
Sorry,
it's not.
Dude,
You're wrong.
You got to know how to respond to these things.
Well,
you'll get your people. Your people will help you.
Right.
Phrase your responses. Sorry. You want me to get right into the news?
Well,
I can do it.
Yeah, would you please? Because you clearly stumped me as a candidate, so I'm clearly out of this one. Thanks.
China on Thursday ordered the closing of all North Korea businesses in the country as tensions build over Kim Jong-un's nuke programs. Closures are part of the sanctions approved by the UN Security Council on September 11th. China agreed to those sanctions after the U.S. softened its stance on a ban of oil exports to North Korea.
I know. It was so close.
So close.
So close, but yet so far.
Yeah, well. Once again, you know what I do? I turn into that skid.
Yep.
I straighten myself out,
of course,
like any good driver.
Because that's what you do.
Hey, speaking of football, the take-a-knee protests in the NFL are apparently set to impact the National Hockey League. San Jose's Shark star Joel Ward, who is black, says he will not take part in kneeling during the anthem. Ward said on Twitter that, quote, the original message has been lost and the focus has shifted to a protest of the flag or the military. And, that's pretty much what we've been saying. What you're trying to protest, whatever message you're trying to send, and I still haven't been able to figure that out, is completely blanketed because of the protest. I mean, because of kneeling for the anthem.
The message is police brutality against African Americans, and it's police brutality, and it's the amount of African American people that are locked up. The prison system basically exists to keep African American people locked up. That's the message.
Do you think that's? Let me ask you this: do you think that's why the prison system exists? Do you believe
no,
that?
I do not. But
okay.
I will comment with this though. I think that the prison system, as it stands right now, needs to be really looked at because these for-profit prisons.
Yeah,
I think that kind of stinks. I really think that we need to really revisit the way we treat criminals and punishment and crime. And you know, it's not something I want to go around glorifying because it's not anything I'm doing for the limelight or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But I'm backing this up because I go every Tuesday down to the jail here in Muskegon County, and I do that reading program with Read Muskegon. Yeah. All right, I want people in these jails and in the prisons and things like that. And look right here, see this here. This is an application to be a part of the. And you may have seen the story on ABC. They did a story called "One Day with God," where people go to the jail and they let the prisoners interact with their kids for a day. I wonder if the real reforms that are supposed to happen in jails are happening. I don't know that they are fixing the problem. I think that they're locking them up. They're doing what they, you know. I want change to happen in these things, and I don't know that they're really that effective.
I think it's very noble. What you're doing is unbelievably noble.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, and I think the idea of letting prisoners spend a day with their kids, I think that's a good thing.
Or the reading program. You know what? If you got into jail because you've got a learning disability or you had a hard time reading and it led you to whatever. How can I help you? What's a tiny little step we can make together? Let me help you get up on your feet.
And I think that's a question. I think law enforcement and the judicial system and the executive branch have all dealt with this question. What's prison about? Is prison about punishment, or is it about reforming bad behavior?
I think it should be a combination of both. I think it should be a punishment. You know, if you've done something that's bad, you deserve a timeout. You deserve, hey, look, you can't be a part of society right now. But during that time, for you just to go sit in a cell somewhere and have no opportunity to better yourself and then be sent right back out into what you came from, you're not going to fix anything. And you're going to go right back out and do what you did before. And it's an endless cycle for them. So the idea of being able to take that time, use it productively, and come out to be a better person, and then hopefully you break that cycle of the repetitive problem over and over and over again, and that's how you make change happen.
Absolutely.
So
and you know what?
That's the way I look at these things. And
we're gonna
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we're gonna see how that's worked with O.J. Simpson. He gets out this weekend.
Oh, good.
We'll see if he's reformed.
Yeah,
or will he commit another? Will he commit another double murder?
I hope not.
We don't know. You know
what I hope? I hope O.J. finds a nice single wide somewhere in the middle of the desert, and we never hear from him again.
Okay. He's an attention whore too. So we'll see.
I think, in all honesty,
I get what you're saying.
With the jails and the prisons and things like that, I think that when people end up there, it should be an effort to really find people that can help them change their lives for the better, even if they're never going to get out. It's that personal redemption that we have to find for these people so that their lives can count in some way, shape, or form.
Agreed. Very well said.
That's what I think.
That's good. All right. As flu season approaches, local health officials are once again touting the importance of getting a flu shot. Doctors say this could be the worst flu season in recent memory. Of course, they say that every year. Flu's going to kill you. Flu's going to kill you. You got to get your flu shot. Evidently, a flu strain in Australia is causing a concern. It's called the H3N2. So we'll see. Every year, though, they try to scare you with the sniffles. And I've never gotten a flu shot. I occasionally get the sniffles, usually once or twice a year. You deal with it. And unless you're elderly, I get it for the elderly and for really young children, or if you got some sort of medical condition that makes where your immune system is compromised. Okay, I get that. But for most of us,
I've gotten the flu shot, and it usually ends up making me sicker than it really does. It's like
because it gives you the flu.
It gives me the flu. Yeah, it's like I ain't getting a flu shot. Somebody asked me the other day, you should get your flu shot, and I'm like, no. I'll risk it. But I will say this though, and I got something funky going on this week or whatever.
Yeah.
Sick of it. I'm just tired of feeling like a heel, and I just feel like I'm a ghost in the house. But I don't know why I can't just get a cold.
Yeah.
Well, I go to the doctor yesterday to get some antibiotics or whatever, and the guy's like, "Well, I can't really hear anything in your chest. Can you breathe out real heavy once?" So I went like that, and the wheezing starts, and he's like, "Whoa, boy! All right, here's a prescription. Shh, take these."
Yeah.
I just wants it like a pleasant little head cold.
Did he tell you to drink
my chest? Huh?
Did he tell you to drink plenty of fluids?
Of course.
Okay, I could have told you to drink plenty of fluids.
Plenty of fluids, and take these augmentins.
Did you say get a lot of rest, drink plenty of fluids?
Well, yeah, of course he said that.
Did he tell you to get a lot of rest? Okay, I could have told you that.
Working on rest.
All right.
I'll do that. But the guy that tells you to get a lot of rest, the guy that's standing there with his hand out to collect your house payment, he trumps the get a lot of rest guy.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, no, you don't know how that works, but someday.
No, I do. I don't get any rest. Right. Finally, Aldi is expanding in Muskegon County. A new location is set to open near Meyer in the Lakes Mall in Fruitport Township. The new site is part of the chain's plan to expand to 2,500 stores by 2022, which would make it the third largest chain in the U.S. And this is really good. This is a really good thing for Muskegon County to have another Aldi. I mean, I've shopped at Aldi before. I've got family members who have worked at Aldi. You go there, you get really, really cheap products that, for the most part, are good.
Yeah,
I've shopped there. Good stuff. And the people who work there, it's not like when you go into some stores and everybody that works there looks like, good Lord, this is the worst job I ever could have gotten. People who work there they're paid okay. They seem to like their jobs. They're very helpful. I'm a big proponent of Aldi.
All right, well, very good.
I like Meyer too.
To rent a cart there though.
$50 you got to bring your own bags in.
Okay.
You pay like a quarter, but then you get your quarter back.
Oh, you do?
Too at the end. Yeah.
I did not know that.
It's like a deposit. Yeah, you pay a deposit. Yeah, there you go. Sports, Muskegon High School football, of course, back in action this weekend. Michigan is off before their big game against Sparty next Saturday. Spartans take on Iowa, and the Lions visit Minnesota. Big showdown in the Twin Cities for the NFC North lead. So we'll see what happens on Sunday. That's sports.
That next weekend.
Michigan State.
Yeah, come on.
I don't know, man. I can't.
Come on.
I don't think I can bet on that.
All that extra money you're making working at Countertop Shop these days? Come on. Put a little
trust me, that ain't.
Let's make it interesting.
That's basically pro bono work.
Come on.
It's family. No, I can't.
Come on. You want to put a little money on it? Think about that.
We'll talk more next week as we get closer to kickoff.
You think about it. Just think, $10, $20 for me. Just to make it interesting. Just kick that around a little bit.
We'll see.